Hi guys, welcome to Nicole is Losing It. If it's your first time here, my name is Nicole, and about 3 years ago, I underwent gastric bypass surgery and lost over 100 pounds. Over the past 3 years, I have maintained that weight loss through exercise, nutrition, and keeping focus on my goals. So today I want to show you some of my favorite Amazon finds. Some of these things have been with me from the beginning, from before I had bariatric surgery, and they've continued to help me on this journey to a new and better me. So confession, I am a shopping addict. I shop a lot, and my primary dealer is Amazon. Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez, now Bezos, just got married in this beautiful, beautiful ceremony in Venice. And I think that was primarily funded through my purchases on Amazon. If it wasn't for me and my shopping addiction, they probably would have gotten married, I don't know, at like the Days Inn in downtown Seattle, which I'm sure is still beautiful, but it's not Venice. So you're welcome, Bezoses. Let's go over some of these things. So these are primarily, the focus of this video is primarily going to be like food related items. So things to get food ready, and actual food. But there are a few things that aren't really food related, but that have just been, have played such an instrumental part in my recovery from surgery, and then still to this day, things that I turn to. So let's start with a few of those items. First off, I have mentioned this in other videos, a heated or a weighted heating pad. So I bought this over 3 years ago, and this exact brand isn't on Amazon anymore, but there are a lot of comparable products. So I'm going to link all of these products in the video description above. I am an Amazon affiliate, so if you click on the link and purchase an item, I do get a small commission, so it's a good way to help the channel. I know some people have asked in the comments before how they can support the channel, so this is a good way. But by no means, please do not feel obligated to purchase items through my links. I'm doing this to help. It's a very small commission that I make, so yeah. Anyway, okay, awkwardness out of the way. Just kidding, this whole video will be awkward because it's me, the queen of awkward. Okay, so yes, this has a nice heft to it, and the size is really great, so you can put it on any body part. It's so good for, I bought it for surgical recovery, but it's good, I put it on I wrap it around my, let me whack myself in the face. I put it, on my shoulders, put it up on my neck a little more, put it on my back, my lower back, my upper back. I wrap it around. Sometimes I wrap it around my knee if my knee's bothering me. When I had my hip replaced, it was great after that surgery. I've had other surgeries that it's been really great for as well. I missed this when I was traveling. I was like, I can take this in my luggage, but I just didn't have room. And I missed it that year I was traveling. I really missed this heating pad. So I actually have 2 of these. I keep one in the bedroom and I keep one in the living room, and I use it all the time. I just really, really love this heating pad, and it just the weight, it's like a warm hug. I love it. Okay, so another product that I have used, that I bought before surgery and have continued to use, and it's also kind of along the same lines, it's an electric blanket. It's so puffy and soft. This is Westinghouse is the brand. So of course it'll be linked. It has a nice controller. So I use this, so after losing a lot of weight, I started to get really cold. I was always the person who had fans on all the time, and it was always really hot. No, since losing the weight, I get cold a lot. So this is great for those times, but then sometimes I just put this in the drawer, it's summer right now, it's July, and I don't really need the heated part of the blanket, but the blanket's so cozy and soft that this lives on top of my bed, and with AC, it's still kind of cold sometimes at night, which I prefer, but then I also get a little chilled. So this is just a nice little blanket to have, just as a blanket. So anyway, I still use this every day. I love this blanket. So other things that aren't really food related, but that I've used for a long time. So I have this scale. It's from Renpho, R-E-N-P-H-O. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, But this body scale, it measures your weight, of course, but then it also measures all these other factors: your body water, your body composition, your protein, your muscle, your bone, and it all wirelessly or Bluetooth connects to your phone, and you can keep all of your stats on your phone and see your trends. And it actually it tells you what your biological age is, which I'm a little mad at it right now because it's saying my biological age is my exact age, and but this is really a great scale. It's perfect, and the batteries last forever in it. Of course, I didn't take this with me when I traveled. I did miss this and the accountability associated with this. But yeah, it's just when I got back home after being gone for a year, the batteries still worked. I just barely replaced them just to put fresh batteries in it. But anyway, it's really great. It is glass topped. I don't know the max weight. I'll look that up and I'll put it here. But yeah, this is a great product. I really, really like it, and the app is easy. And yeah, you don't have to have the app if you don't want to. You can use this just to measure your weight. But yeah, the app is so handy. Okay, now this is also from the same company. That scale I bought when I started. I think I bought it right after surgery, if I'm remembering correctly. I've had it for a long time. This I bought maybe a year into or maybe like 6-9 months into my weight loss journey, but this is from the same company, Renpho. It's a tape measure, and it has this little clippy area so you can, slip your arm in and measure. But it also is Bluetooth, so you select what area of your body you're measuring, and then you just, clip it, and it will do either inches or centimeters. And yeah, keep a good running tally for you so you can see your progress. Yet again, yeah, I really like this tape measure. Let's move on to more of the food related things. So I have shown this in a lot of my videos because it's my food scale, and it's the same food scale I've had for over 3 years. It's dirty. It's just dirty. But I use it every day. There was a period I didn't use it. Of course, when I was traveling, I didn't have it with me. But then I was sometimes I'll be like, oh, I know what 15 mils is, or 15 grams. I don't need my scale. And if you saw one of my previous videos, I am really bad at estimating portion sizes. So I have to have the accountability of this scale to keep me in line. But yeah, it has 2 areas, so a bigger area for measuring most things, and then if you're measuring small, fine little quantities, it has a little small area. When you turn it on, you can either measure in ounces or grams by switching here. Well, it's telling me it's unstable. Same. Okay, so scale 1 is the big scale, scale 2 is the little one, and you can either, if you want to have a plate on there, and then move food onto it, you can tear out or zero out the scale by pushing the scale number, or you can just put, your cup of tea on the scale and then turn it on, and it will automatically tear it and start it at 0, and then you can add your creamer that you overestimate wildly. Yeah, but I love the scale. What brand? Oh, it's a KitchenAid. Yeah, good quality. Again, the batteries have lasted for forever. Love that. The next thing that I use every single day, and in fact I've bought multiple sets of, are these little Toddler Forks and spoons. I believe there's 5 or 6 of each in your order, but they're really good quality. They're not flimsy. I've used these for so long, and the prongs on the forks are still straight. They're stainless steel. They haven't rusted. They're really good quality. I really like these, and eating with smaller utensils just makes you eat smaller bites, and it tricks your brain into thinking you're eating more. So I feel like a giant sometimes when I but oh my gosh, when I'm in a restaurant, or I have normal utensils too, I just don't use them very often, or if I'm eating at family friends' houses and I use normal utensils, it feels comical. But anyway, I love these. I also, in the same vein, I also still use these little mini plates. I have really nice china, like Lenox. They're beautiful pieces. I even have some salad plates that are about this size, but these are just, they're a little worn, they have knife marks and stuff on them, but they're just so durable. They're microwavable, dishwasher safe. I can do anything to them. I've had them for 3 years, and okay, yeah, they have some little knife cuts and they don't look the best, but they still work for my purposes. And again, they're smaller, so your portion sizes thus have to be smaller. And again, your brain, it's a little psychology trick where your brain is seeing a full plate of food and it's like, oh, I'm getting a full plate of food. But really you're cutting down on your portion sizes. I love these. It comes in a set. The actual ones, these aren't for sale anymore. But a comparable brand, like that looks the exact same. I think the brand just changed names. I'll link that. But it comes with cups that I ended up tossing that I didn't use, and bowls that I used for a little while, but I don't use them anymore. I've only kept the plates and then 2 of the plastic spoons. Sometimes I use these if I need a non-metal spoon for something. There. Those are my itty bitty utensils and plates that I use every day, multiple times a day. Also, another itty bitty thing that I use every day are these little dessert taster spoons. So they're the kind of spoons if you go into an ice cream shop and want samples, kind of spoons they give you. So these are black ones. I also have white ones, but I eat my morning yogurt with these every morning. I don't know, it just kind of makes it feel like a special treat. If I get like Halo Top ice cream, I also eat that with these. Again, the psychology trick of your mind, is thinking you're getting bigger bites than you are. And it's just cute. They're adorable. Whimsical. Okay, let's talk about drinking our beverages. So I still use my Hydro Flask all the time. I had a Hydro Flask that I was putting lots of stickers on, and I accidentally left it in Lake Tahoe in a bathroom there. And I went back like half an hour later and it was gone. So a little disappointed about that one. This is the 21 ounce. I have some bigger ones as well. I love Hydro Flask. I have never moved to Stanley when that became the trendy thing. I've just remained a Hydro Flask girl. Water stays cold in it for forever, and I think it just tastes so much better out of this container. I don't know, than like plastic or I was talking to somebody not too long ago and they were like, well, I don't really like the Hydro Flask because I'll fill it up with water out of the tap and then I put it in the fridge so the water gets cold, but when I take it out, the water's not cold. And I'm like, you just proved the magic of the Hydro Flask. It keeps beverages at the temperature you put them in to the bottle. It keeps them at that temperature. So yeah, putting it in the fridge isn't going to change the temperature because it's, double insulated or whatnot. And so it keeps the beverage at whatever temperature it was going in. So don't put it in the fridge expecting cold water unless you put it in cold water. But yeah, so I also get different lids for my bottles. I really like the ones where you flip, the flip up lids. So I just buy these separate. They're like, I don't know, like $7. They're not that expensive. They also have ones that, are straws or different lids that you can put on your Hydro Flask bottle to kind of more customize it to your preference. So I did say I love my Hydro Flask, but sometimes it's just not practical, and like sometimes you can't take those into concert venues or whatnot because they can be seen as weapons, being, the metal. So I do also use sometimes the Camelback water bottle. I bought one and I took it with me overseas when I went on my travels. I left it in a hotel room in Scotland. But I have this one, this green one. And I like these lids. They're like magnetic, so they close nicely and tightly and it doesn't leak. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't really keep your beverages at a consistent temperature, but it's good for hiking or, I will say, when I take my Hydro Flask hiking, I always drop it on a rock, dent it, and it makes this huge chime sound that like birds go flying and wildlife just disappear. It's, they're maybe not the best hiking water bottles. So yeah, I take this hiking with me usually. Another beverage bottle that I really like is a blender bottle. It just has, there are different kinds of these as well, but it has a little spring ball and it helps blend up powders. Now I really like this one because it also comes, you can take these off, but they're little like vitamin keepers. You could just use this, you don't have to have these, but these are good. You can put powder in here, or like I usually put if I'm going away for the day, I'll put my bariatric vitamins in here. I like these. I have a couple of these. I think they blend things up pretty well. This next thing I actually bought I would guess like 12 years ago. It's really old, but it's still working. It is my Cuisinart Smart Stick blender. This is what I use to mash up. So I eat a lot of, like I get a lot of bags of frozen cauliflower, steam them in the microwave, and then put it into a bowl, and then I just use this to mash it up to make, you know, faux mashed potatoes or whatnot. I really like mashed cauliflower. It's really good. But yeah, it has lasted so long. So this particular model is no longer available because it was, you know, over a decade ago that I got this. But there is a very similar one that I'll link, and it's the Cuisinart brand. I would recommend that brand because, like I said, it has lasted for forever. Love it. Next up is another blending tool that I use quite a bit, and that's my NutriBullet. So I got this one in the rose gold color. So it came with 2 blending cups. Stack that on there. And then it also has like handles and lids and whatnot. But yeah, I used this more at the beginning part of right after my surgery. So I got this right before I had surgery, but I used this before surgery to make a bunch of blended foods that I could store in the freezer that I could get out right after surgery, so I wasn't having to cook so much when I was, you know, trying to recuperate. And yeah, this did an amazing job. Now I primarily use it for smoothies, and like I'll blend up a vanilla Core Power Fairlife protein drink with some ice and a little Crystal Light lemonade packet, and that makes a really good Chick-fil-A lemonade dupe. I think I had that in another video that I made about what I eat in a day, maybe my 16th month one. Anyway, yeah, I really love this. The motor's still going really strong. It's a really good brand, and I think it's, you know, close to $100, but a really good investment. Okay, people who know me well know a few things about me. Well, you would know these about me too. I hate snakes. I spend a lot of money. Shop a lot. And I also am not the best cook. But this item has really helped me be able to feel like more of a cook, not just relying on my microwave all the time. But it's my air fryer. This is just, you know, I'm a single person, and so this is a 1-person air fryer, although I think it's fairly roomy. It's from Instant Pot, the Instant Vortex Mini, but I love this thing. I think it's so simple and easy. It cleans up like a dream, and yeah, it's tremendous, and I like the color. I got this maybe 2 years ago, but I use it probably 4 to 5 times a week. Yeah, I really like this. Okay, let's talk about some foods that I get on Amazon. So a lot of what I'm going to show you can just get in the grocery store, but for convenience sake, I buy a lot of things on Amazon. Funny story, I once had a UPS guy who I ordered toilet paper on Amazon, and the UPS guy brought it to the door, and he was kind of irritated, and he said, you know, you can just get this at the grocery store, right? Yeah, but anyway, I mean, it's kind of his job. Anyway, we won't go into that. But yeah, so I order a lot of this on Amazon. So here's a little Amazon shopping tip for you. I put everything that I buy regularly in my shopping cart, and then I save it for later. I don't put it on a wish list. You save it for later, because every day I go in and click on my cart and I can see price changes, and it will tell me, you know, if something's gone up or down in price. Sometimes I'll be, you know, it'll be like the protein bars I like, they've gone down by $7 for a box. And, you know, it's just a really quick little price drop. So I'll just move it to my cart and hurry and buy it. So I just make sure everything that I buy regularly is kept saved in my cart. Again, not on a wish list. It won't work on your wish lists. And then I just check daily to see if there have been price changes. And yeah, I get some really good deals that way. So anyway, I keep all of these in my saved list, but then I also shop around. So I look at Walmart and Target and Costco, and yeah, I just buy where the deal's the best. But I buy these things a lot on Amazon. Okay, so the first few things are not foods, they're supplements. Make sure you're always speaking to your doctor before you start any kind of supplement. I am not a doctor. I am not your doctor. I am not anybody's doctor. Not a doctor. Please talk to a doctor or your nutritionist, your healthcare team before you start any supplements to make sure that it's safe for you. Okay, so this is from Sports Research. It's L-theanine. This has been great for sleep. So it says on here it supports relaxation and focus. So I originally bought it because I have a smidge of the ADHD. It's more than a smidge. It runs my life sometimes. But I was like, focus, yes, I need that. So I got these, and I read reviews, and reviews were like, oh yeah, it's great for focus. I took one at like noon one day. Fortunately, I wasn't working yet because I had to take a nap like a half hour later. They put me to sleep, but they're so amazing for sleep. So I take these maybe a couple times a week, and I make sure that I am ready for bed when I take it. And it really does promote good relaxation. It's not like a sleeping pill where it knocks me out, but it just makes me really tired and really relaxed. And yeah, I really like these. I did a lot of research on this company before I bought these. Again, it's Sports Research. Everything, seems to be good. So anyhow, it has 200 milligrams. There's 60. The serving size is 1 per day. So this, if you took it every day, it would last you 2 months. I think they go on sale quite a bit. I think normal price is like $23. But like I just saw them for down at like $14 for a bottle. So anyway, they do go on good sales. Okay, also from Sports Research, we have this creatine monohydrate. This is a good pre-workout supplement. So it says it supports exercise performance and strength. So it's a really fine powder. It kind of looks like powdered sugar. So I just use a funnel and I just put some in my, I drink a lot of Grape Crush flavored water. And I just put it in there, it mixes up really well. And like this container has 200 servings. So this will last you more than 6 months. And it's 20 calories per scoop. Creatine monohydrate is pretty standard across the board no matter what company you use. But just in looking at reviews and whatnot, it looks like Sports Research how fine of a powder it is. It just blends a lot better than other companies' creatine. So anyway, but again, talk to your doctor before you start any kind of supplement like this. Okay, another supplement that I use, and this is a gold standard. Like, I did not drink this when I was traveling, and I literally craved it and missed it. It is my Vital Proteins collagen. So there are 2 different kinds I use. I kind of just buy them depending on which one is cheaper at the moment. And you have to do a little bit of conversion. Like this one the serving size is 1.5 tablespoons, but really you need 3 tablespoons of this. And it's a smaller container. So usually it's more economical to get the bigger container. Anywho, just do some math. They're pretty pricey. Like this is usually about $44, I think, $42, something like that. But like right now I saw it on sale for $35, so I bought a few containers to stock up. But make sure if you're using collagen powder that you're getting one with vitamin C, or you're taking vitamin C with it, because you need vitamin C in order for your body to absorb collagen. So this one has vitamin C in it as well as hyaluronic acid. So it's good for beauty, for your skin and for your hair and for your nails. But it's also good for joints and la la la. This one is marketed as a beauty brand, but it has all the same stuff. Maybe it has, but it also has biotin in it. Yeah, so 3 tablespoons of this will provide you with 18 grams of protein. So I just mix this with water. Some people like to put it in their coffee. I don't drink coffee, so I don't do that. But I just put it in a bottle of water. I shake it up pretty well. I make like 5 or 6 of them at a time, and then I store them in the fridge on their sides. That's how they mix up the best. And then like after a day, I just rotate them and shake them a little bit more, and again, put them on their side in the fridge. And I think it tastes amazing. I don't know, it says it's unflavored, but I can definitely taste it. But yeah, I think it tastes so good. Like I missed it when I was traveling, and I'm so glad that I'm I have it again now that I'm back. It really does thicken up your fingernails. I think it is, you know, part of the reason why my hair has grown back. Like my hair is again really thick after losing probably 75% of my hair after the surgery. But yeah, I think, and collagen's just really good for your muscles and your skin and wrinkle prevention, and collagen. Yeah, get your collagen after you talk to your doctor and make sure it's okay. Let's move on to actual food, but we'll keep it in the powder family. PB2. This is another thing that I craved and missed so much when I was traveling. This is PB2 with cocoa. So it's peanut butter powder. It has substantially less calories than normal peanut butter, and less fat as well. So, I mean, you know, we need some fats in our diet, so the fat in peanut butter is not awful, but it just gives you a lot more calories. And yeah, you just reconstitute this with water. I have this every night with a banana. I make it mine pretty runny, so it's usually 2 tablespoons of this to 1.5 tablespoons of water, but I probably use like 3 tablespoons of water, make it a little runny, and I dip my banana in it, and it's just amazing. I look forward to it. I've been eating it since my surgery. It does have some sugars, so it has 6 carbs, 1 gram of fiber, so 5 total carbs, so it is a little carb heavy, but I love it so much. That's the cocoa. If you get the plain PB2 without cocoa, it has less carbs, less sugar in it. Makes sense, right? But anyway, I love this. I do use the traditional PB2 without cocoa to make peanuts for, like, if sometimes I have like make a little like satay sauce with with peanut butter and some soy sauce and a little bit of chili powder, and yeah, dip my chicken in it. It's good. And then there are some protein foods that I like to order. You can get them more in bulk on Amazon. Sometimes I just get these at Walmart. I don't know if they have them at Costco. They might. So it's the Quest chips. So these chips, well, this one is the taco and it has 19 grams of protein. This is the nacho cheese and it has 18 grams of protein. But I will be honest, very rarely can I ever eat a full bag of these. They're not Doritos. They're not as delicious as Doritos. They taste pretty good, but they're not Doritos. But what I like to do with these is I make up some ground beef, or you can do ground turkey, flavor it like you're gonna make tacos, and then I put them on top of these chips, put the ground beef on top of these chips, and then put some lettuce and olives and maybe some guac, some Greek yogurt instead of sour cream. And yeah, you can put it in the bag, make a walking taco. I like these. Again, they're not as delicious as Doritos, but they're pretty good. Also in the Quest family, I like a lot of their protein bars. You know, these are like, they have about the same amount of calories as you would find in a candy bar, but they're just high protein. So they're still a treat, I think, or a meal replacement. So it's 190 calories for this, but it has 21 grams of protein. The chocolate chip cookie dough is probably my favorite. But this is a variety pack that I got, so I could try some other flavors, like the double chocolate or whatever it was called. What's it called? Yeah, double chocolate chunk. That's way too much chocolate for me. Yeah, so now I know I don't like that one. The mint is pretty good. It's pretty good. The chocolate brownie is pretty good. Yeah, so usually I can't eat a full bar. It's just too much and too sweet. So I'll just eat a few bites, wrap it back up, and then eat a few bites the next day. But anyway, yeah. Okay, but the Quest bars are actually not my favorite protein bars. I really like Fairbells, especially the chocolate dough one. But they're so expensive. Oh my gosh, they're so expensive. So this is another good one that I like to just have it sit in my saved items cart, or saved items section of my shopping cart on Amazon. And if they do tend to get a little cheaper, then I hurry and buy it. Macros on this, so this is 200 calories, so 10 calories more, and only 20 grams of protein, so 1 gram less of protein, but delicious. Another favorite protein bar of mine is Robert Irving's Fit Crunch. These go on sale quite a bit. Not this particular flavor though. I noticed this flavor is not on sale as much as some of the others, and it's my favorite. But it's the mint chocolate chip. I think it tastes like the Girl Scout Thin Mint cookies. Pretty good. I can usually eat one in a sitting, actually, to be honest. So this has 190 calories and only 16 grams of protein. And then, you know, if you've had bariatric surgery, you become really accustomed to protein drinks. So Premier Protein is my go-to. Premier Protein and Core Power by Fairlife. The Core Power by Fairlife, I don't buy on Amazon. They're always really expensive. So I get those either at Walmart or at Costco. Costco usually has Premier Protein as well, but they have very limited flavors, so I hardly ever buy them at Costco because they never have the flavor I like. They have these new indulgence ones. They're pretty good. This is salted caramel truffle. It's 170 calories and 30 grams of protein. But then I also, my two standby or my two usual, like year-round Premier Protein are the chocolate peanut butter and then it's not called Oreo cookie, like Cookie Crunch or something. It's Oreo. But they're 160 calories and 30 grams of protein. And then seasonally, I like to get the pumpkin spice one in the fall because I'm a basic girl. And then during winter, around winter, they usually have like a winter mint chocolate one. That's really good too. Every morning I have a Greek yogurt with almonds and some Splenda or stevia, and then some 0 calories, it's sugar-free hazelnut coffee syrup. So these are the two brands I use. Torani, classic hazelnut, and then also the Jordan skinny mixes. They taste a lot different. Like I can definitely taste the difference in these. They both claim to be hazelnut, but I don't know, like right now I'm preferring this one, the Jordans, but I really like the Torani as well. So anyway, it's kind of like what's on sale and what I have. I already talked about how I drink a lot of water mixed with Grape Crush. So it's only 5 calories per packet, one carb. I probably have 2 or 3 of these a day. They're just nice little drink packets. They don't have energy. Like that's a thing I'm seeing a lot these days with these drink packets. They'll have like caffeine included, and I already get plenty of caffeine for my tea. So yeah, make sure you're mindful of that, because I've picked up some packets before and just bought them and then got them home, like Crystal Light and the Walmart brand as well, and been like, caffeine, energy, well, I don't want more caffeine, my heart is going to explode. I buy these either at Walmart or on Amazon. They're usually about the same price, like $1.20 to $1.50 for a 6-pack. But on Amazon, you know, it's 12, you get 12 at a time. And so another drink I want to show that I don't have with me because I don't know, I thought I had some, but it's, you know, it's summer, so I haven't really been drinking it. But it's this Keto Hot Chocolate. I'll put it here. It's really, really good. I really like it. It's by Nomu. It's called Skinny Hot Chocolate. So per 6 grams, there's 77 calories. It doesn't really have much protein. It's like 1.2 grams of protein, but it's something. And then a couple of actual foods that I buy. I buy a lot of the tuna packets. So this one in particular I've been eating a lot lately is the Bumblebee brand. Tuna pouch is cracked pepper and sea salt. Honestly, if I just need a snack, I'll just get one of these and just eat it out of the packet with a fork. Like I won't put anything in it. I think it's fine. It's good. It's 70 calories for this entire pouch and 15 grams of protein. So it's just a really good, quick little protein snack if you're hungry. Then sometimes I will mix it with, I usually use just Greek yogurt, a couple tablespoons, and then I chop up some pickles, I like pickles, and I put a little more salt in it, and then I just eat it like that. There have been times where I've rolled it up in lettuce and had like lettuce wraps with this, but yeah, I really like this. It's very portable. You can take it with you on a hike. You can take it with you, you know, if you're just going to be out for the day. It doesn't need to be refrigerated. I mean, it's probably not great to leave it in your warm car, but you can. Yeah, I think it's really great, and they just have so many different flavors. And then another snack that I really like just are these little beef jerky packs. So they have different flavors. Of course, the teriyaki is going to have some sugar in it. This is just original, but it still has, in this little packet, it still has 6 carbs. So the carb counts are pretty high on processed jerky, but it has 10 grams of protein. This only has 70 calories. So it's a good little snack if you need some protein. I think the one I'm linking in this video, because I think I got the 70 calorie one from Walmart, but I usually they have 50 calorie ones as well as 100 calorie ones. on Amazon. You know, I mean, the calories just affected, of course, by how big the bag is. I like to get the 100-calorie ones because it's a little more, it keeps you a little fuller a little longer because it's a little more jerky. And you know, 100 calories is a pretty reasonable snack size. So that's what I have for you. Those are some of my favorite Amazon finds, things that I have been using for quite a while, and buying on Amazon, usually primarily Amazon, for the past 3 years. So these are my go-tos, my gold standards. I hope this video was helpful to you. I'm going to be posting other videos. I'm going to do one on my fitness, like for fitness equipment and fitness finds on Amazon, as well as I think I might do a video about beauty finds on Amazon. I don't know. Again, I buy my entire life on Amazon, so I have a lot to share. I mean, I'm a little sad I wasn't invited to the wedding, being, you know, the primary financer of such a lavish event. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please check out some of my other videos if you haven't already. Like and subscribe and drop me some comments. I would love to hear from you. Until next time, bye guys.